Now, it would have been October 26, 1985, when Michael J. made his way right down here to the Twin Pines Mall, where I've gone today. Well, if you know this opening shot, then you know 1985, Back to the Future. My favorite movie of all time. Here comes a car. I can't believe that it's taken me 40 years to come here, and now that this mall's going away, man, I'm just glad I finally made it to this hallowed ground. This is really cool for me, knowing that Michael J. Fox came down here, Christopher Lloyd was out here with Einstein, the Libyans. I saw this movie, my mom took me to see it in 1985, and my mind was just blown. From start to finish, I remember getting up at the end of the movie just thinking how great of a movie that was, and I still feel that way. I always wanted to check it out, and hearing that this place is going away, I just had no idea where it was, right off the 60 freeway, Puente Hills. But we're gonna go check out the Twin Pine Mall, the Lone Pine Mall, and some of the shots that were done out here in the opening scene of Back to the Future. So in the opening scene, you can see Michael J. Fox coming right down here, and over there, I believe that was a Ross at the time. It looks like it's a Marshall's and a Home Goods, and Michael would have came. That thing, you actually get some pretty good speed on that, and of course I'm wearing the wrong shoes, but Michael would have came right up here to this post, and if you remember, he went down. This tree right here was still here. It was a lot smaller. It wasn't in full bloom like this, but it was a lot smaller, and he was looking out here. He went down this little hill. I'm gonna go down there. This thing is actually quite steep, and if you remember, it was grass too. When he went down it the second time, he rolled down the hill. So there's a bunch of people over here praying for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe I'll head over this way. Not sure if I'm gonna skateboard though. Like I said, the wrong shoes today. The 24-hour fitness obviously was not that, and you can see all this in the background, the Ross over here, and we'll head over there too. So we finally seen our first shot of the DeLorean, and Einstein jumping in the car right there with the JCPenney off in the distance. They turned the camera around too to show Christopher Lloyd and Michael J. looking at it, getting ready to take off and hit 88 miles per hour, and there's the flames. So let me just show you with these cars here. I mean, these cars got to be at least 6 feet, so the hedging up here would be about 12. Some people praying over here, but this would have been the area right here that Michael J. Fox ran down. Like I said, this tree is much, much bigger now. When he ran down, directly behind me, this is the parking lot. So they would have been filming this in 1984. So Doc's van would be out here, which is really cool. And besides Doc's van, Einstein, when they lowered the back and then the DeLorean popped out. Such an awesome scene. And I don't know if they're going to tear this building down. That was the old JCPenney's over there that you can see in the background so long. Or what they're going to do. And then over here, I believe, is where they ran the car, the DeLorean, to get away from the Libyans. Wow. I'm surprised there's not something here that denotes the history of this place and this mall. Well, besides the one piece inside. Looks like a lot of people are showing up for the 24-hour fitness. Hello. I wish I could find the exact spot where Christopher Lloyd and Michael J. Fox were standing when the DeLorean disappears and it turns into flames at their feet, like heading off when it hits 88 miles per hour. That would be really cool. I'm gonna head over here to this part, to the old JCPenney and to the Puente Hills Mall. It looks like they're open, so we can go inside and make sure they still have the sign for now. So if you want to come check it out, such an iconic mall, Puente Hills Mall sign over there, and this spot in this view. And whoa, what do we have here? Doc, are you telling me that you built a time machine out of a Tesla? Please don't remake Back to the Future with Teslas. leave it alone. Leave that movie alone. Move on. We don't need to add all that in. But just to think that there's a Tesla charging station from 1985, and this was no doubt a DeLorean doing donuts here. And it's getting warm. It's getting warm out here. It's almost 10 o'clock, but wow. Hollow grounds. Now, I want to thank 80s Life here because he put this together, and it kind of shows the side-by-side of when Michael J is taking off from the Libyans and turning around before he goes through the Fox photo booth. But he did a great job of putting this together with the clip from the movie, so you can really kind of just picture it in your own head of what was going on when the Libyans were chasing him down right before he did hit the 88 miles per hour. And, well, as we all know, he went back to the future, and there he goes. Really, really great job that he did. So check out his video too. He does a lot of funny stuff, and he actually has Adam the Woo. Closed, and they would like you to visit them over in West Covina, which I don't think is too far from here. Oh my gosh, I gotta get out of this heat. It's supposed to be another 100-degree day out here in this excessive heat wave that we're having in Southern California. Now I'm just documenting it for, well, for historic purposes. So as I was saying, the year was 1985. My mom took me to see this. I would have been 7, 8 years old. I believe we saw it in Del Mar, California. It had everything I loved at the time. It had staying up late, sneaking out, skateboards, I mean, just everything. And then he went back to the 50s, which was just mind-blowing. I love Stand By Me, all those types of movies. I gotta say, this is one of my favorite movies of all time. I mean, I can watch this movie anytime it's on. Probably say it verbatim through the whole movie. I love Crispin Glover in it. I think he was amazing. Another film like this, besides my mom, thanks to my dad, Vacation. Vacation's another one. Chevy Chase, I can watch him any time of day. My favorite, Vacation 1. I love Vegas Vacation, probably because I've been to Vegas so much and all the iconic buildings and stuff. It's just a comfortability factor. But we're gonna head inside Puente Hills Mall and find the Twin Pines Mall sign that Michael J comes right up to. Oh man, I finally made it. It took me a little bit of time, but I got here. A little bit of time of 4 decades. One thing that's still thriving. Oh, I take that back. Oh no, it is. I was gonna say one thing that's still thriving in here is this sushi restaurant. I thought that was like the installation coming out, but no, it's a huge octopus coming out of that like to-go box. That's pretty funny. Looks like this place is still open, and the Navy Career Center is still there. So if you want to join the Navy, we're on the 2nd floor, and I'm gonna make this quick, but I am the only person here. And there's a few stores that are left open besides the music that's blaring. If they can turn up to 10, this thing's at 15 easily. But yeah, if you want to get some toys, look at this. I'll show you over the edge real quick. Man, I'm trying to talk over this music, but here's the main center of the mall. I used to love malls. They were great. And the mall does open at 10, so we are a few minutes early, but I can't imagine it's going to get much busier. I've never seen so many one-way escalators. And so the one guy at the movie theater told me it's over by round 1 on the 2nd floor. All these are one-way escalators. Now this guy just told me it's definitely on floor number 1 in one of the little alcoves that spider off, but we'll see. And that's only if it is still here, so please be here. That's the one thing I want to see really, really bad. I've walked almost every square inch of this mall. I've asked everybody from AMC to the round 1 place, where's the Twin Pines Mall sign? One person told me 2nd floor, another person told me 1st floor, and from where I walked in, from the Macy's over there, in the sushi place, if you make a right on the ground floor, it's still here for now. So if you want to come see a little piece of Back to the Future movie history, it is still here. And they have cut the air off in here, so it is warm. The only thing that's open is about nail salons, movie theater, and round 1. So, found it. I am very excited. I thought it was gone for a second, but here it is. So there's the middle of the mall. There's AMC, and it's right here to the right, next to the old Hollister and Company. But I think it's funny because they had a space, and somebody said, let's put that there. And like, well, it doesn't quite fit, so they just kind of wedged it in there. Michael J. Wow, this is the digital clocks and really taking it all in. The Twin Pines Mall. What was it, October 25th, I believe. Looks like somebody tried to pull the sticker off there. Don't do that. This thing's got to be immortalized. And there's nothing around it that even tells like why it is the Twin Pines Mall, which I think is weird. They could have a plaque up here that says, Back to the Future history, greatest movie ever made. The perfect movie. I think Quentin Tarantino said that Back to the Future was the perfect movie. And I know people have found flaws in it, but it's pretty darn good. Remember, it becomes from the Twin Pines, it goes to the Lone Pines after Michael J goes back in time to what am I saying? I'm sorry, I'm just kind of caught off guard here. Yep, this would have been right outside where we pulled up. So cool. I'm a big fan, kind of geeking out if you can't tell. This is who watches the mall now. I haven't seen one security guard or anybody else to ask where this thing is, but remember, right here for now, bottom floor. It is on the bottom floor, not like the AMC guy told me. Piece of nostalgic history. I was going to tell these people what that was that just walked by, an older couple, but I don't think they spoke much English, and I don't think they would have understood Back to the Future. I'm about to step outside real quick into this blistering heat. I just wanted to show you too. Right there is Michael J. Fox and what is it? The J.C. Penney back then. Directly behind them, where they have Einstein in the car, and then they're taking off right before the iconic scene of the flames between their legs. All right. I gotta go take one more look as we step outside. See, my camera adjusts. So there it is. They would have been right over there. Oh my gosh, look at that. Dirty air. All right, let's get going. That being said, I think that's going to do it from the Twin Pine Mall. Also, the Puente Hills. Libyans? Could be. Well, I think that's going to do it. Like I said, I appreciate you watching. Like this video if you liked it. Please consider subscribing. Send me a message about Back to the Future, or if you've been here. I think they're going to have, oh my gosh, I'm melting. On October 25th, if I'm not mistaken, one last meetup here this year. So maybe I'll be here if I can. I think it's going to be a midnight meetup. That might be pretty cool. I wonder if people are going to show up on October 24th to the 25th, or the 25th. It's neither here nor there. But once again, thanks for watching. Dun 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 dun.